67% of voters decide that Britain should leave the European Union. We've been talking to people today, didn't find anyone who regrets that decision or who regrets the consequences on global markets, the fall in the pound, anything like that, because this is a city with long-standing, significant social and economic problems. And the people, many of them who voted for Brexit, did so in the hope of shaking up the politics and the economic policies which they believe have been failing them for decades. Europe is that way, across the North Sea. Every morning, ferries disembark their cargo from the Netherlands and Belgium here on the banks of the River Humber in northern England. This long, loud trade convoy then disperses across the United Kingdom. And every evening, trucks loaded with British products make the return journey to the continent. It's why this city, Hull, is often called the gateway to Europe. But that's a glamorous title for a long-neglected city. Life in Hull is hard for many. Parts of this community are among the poorest and most deprived in the whole United Kingdom. And they showed recently they're among the most fed up with the European Union. Did you vote?
I did, sir, yes.
How did you vote?
I voted out.
Out. By a ratio of more than 2 to 1, the people of Hull voted for Britain to exit the EU. Why did you vote leave?
Well, we're just fed up of being told what we can do and what we can't do.
There's something you hear a lot. They backed Brexit because they feel they have nothing to lose.
Not to lose, have we? I don't think so.
Why do you feel that way?
Well, we ain't got no anyway. Do you think? No, there's your doctors, isn't there? You can never get there. I mean, you're 2 weeks waiting to get in your doctors.
Another common view, the local result was punishment for the policies of British politicians, especially the ruling Conservative Party.
They've been let down by the Conservative government.
They're sick and tired of not hearing their voice being said.
For many, there is also the sense things have changed here too quickly, and for the worse, because of immigration. A lot of people in Hull voted to leave.
Yeah.
Big number.
Big numbers.
Why do you think that happened?
Same reasons I'm thinking. It's just like, it doesn't seem to be safe anymore, especially not on this estate, and it always was. It was always like a really close-knit community, but now, too many gangs of Eastern Europeans going around.
Were you surprised by the result in Hull?
Yeah, I was.
Angus Young covers politics for Hull's local newspaper. He says recent European immigration has energised parts of the economy, with shops opening on formerly abandoned streets, but there are social strains too.
There has been a big influx and it's caused a lot of tension and it's displaced a lot of people. People feeling uneasy, put a lot of pressure on services.
There is money coming into Hull, private, public, and from the EU. This is a huge project. More than £300 million invested by the German company Siemens and associated British ports to build a plant for making the blades for offshore wind turbines. Some here are predicting jobs and growth. But too many believe they've been left behind in the wake of economic change. In angry protest, they demand the EU flag and much of what it stands for must now be removed from this gateway to Europe. So, Hull, a clear majority of voters are in favour of Brexit, but certainly it's not what everyone here wants. Not at all. We spoke to immigrants who are feeling nervous, who say they have sensed a change in the atmosphere and they're deeply worried about what could come next. Those who voted Remain, well, they are angry. They're angry about the result, angry about the conduct of the Leave campaign, especially those who led it, they say, both in the lead up to the vote and since then as well. And those who voted for Remain also feel suddenly as if they are a distinct minority here. One woman said to me that she has suddenly realised that she doesn't think the same way as other people, doesn't believe in the same things as other people here, and is deeply worried that she doesn't fit in the city where she spent her entire life, where she grew up and has worked ever since. So although there is such a clear majority here in favour of Britain leaving the European Union, it's clear that this place has also experienced the sort of deep divisions that the rest of the United Kingdom have suffered through this whole process.